Hello, and I'm Mark Calloway, and welcome to the 6th video in our series Revit Tutorials for Beginners. And in this video we're going to have a look at creating ceilings. So at the moment on this floor plan we have a very basic layout. We have two spaces and we want to create a ceiling in both of them. Now the first thing we have to remember is the view plane within your views. So on this particular floor plan there's going to be a height in which it's going to show us elements, and above that height it's going to cut through the project and not show us anything else above. Now the ceilings are going to be above this level, so we're not going to be able to see them. So for that you need to have a reflected ceiling plan, which again on this same level will cut through at a set height, but this time it will show us all the elements above up to the next level as opposed to looking down. So for that, in the project browser, under views, I'm this time going to go into ceiling plans and into my 01 ceiling plan. So we're now looking upwards in these rooms. To create a ceiling, I'm going to go to the architecture tab, build group, and in there you've got your ceiling button. Inside the ceiling tool, there's two methods for creating your ceilings. You've got automatic ceiling and you've got sketch ceiling. I'll show you both, but we'll start off with automatic ceiling. First of all, before we create it, in the properties window, select the type of ceiling you want to create. In this case, we'll go with the 600 by 600 mil grid. Set the height from the level that you want the grid to be at. Let's go for a nice round 2500. And if I move my mouse inside an enclosed space, you can see that it's highlighted red, the boundary that it's going to create for this ceiling. I just simply need to left click, then Revit will create that ceiling grid inside that space. Now the second option is manually sketching the boundary. For this I can use these draw tools, and within the space that I want to create the ceiling I can manually draw the boundary. Now for this example maybe we'll just do something a little different, and we're just going to do half the room there at 2500 mils, and then I'm going to create another ceiling in the other space, and maybe we'll do this one at 2600 mils, so it's slightly higher. Again, I'll use the rectangle tool this time just to draw that in there, and we now have a ceiling that's at two different heights in this room, and technically we've got a gap between the two there. So what I'm going to use is this wall tool here, and let's just go for something basic. Maybe we would normally make one that's just got a layer of plasterboard in there. I'll just pick something at random for this, and I'm going to draw this wall, and let's change it to the finish face exterior. Whoops. And what I'm going to do is where the height changes, I'm going to draw in that wall. And I'm going to select that wall afterwards. I could have done this before. And we're going to change, and let's just make this a bit bigger, the height at which the base of the wall starts, which will be 2500. And the height at which the wall finishes at 2600. It's nicely going to sandwich itself in that gap there. And it's going to close off the gap between the two ceilings. Thank you for watching.